Welcome back to
Are
me.
we finally going to go to the Great Divide?
No.
Why do you keep asking?
Well, you guys keep fearing that title, so I figured I would stay away from it.
No, Jova, it's actually a psychological thing. The more you ask, the more you get rejected.
Well, the reason I'm really looking forward to getting to the Great Divide is that it's part of my quest to help save the land of Kuni from an evil mouse who kind of killed my father, took over my kingdom.
Actually, it's Doloran who's trying to. Actually, it's Doloran who wants to. That's you.
It'll turn you into a liar.
Dave, that's you.
What am I to do? I am in deep trouble, of that I'm certain.
Excuse me?
Excuse me? Are you alright? You seem worried about something.
Indeed I am. Terribly worried. I have committed a terrible transgression. I was caught fishing out of bounds.
The humanity?
What's that mean exactly?
It means he went fishing where he wasn't supposed to.
Yeah, we still have laws here.
Of course it does, but you should have known better, innit? I expect you for it now, man.
Yep. I agree with Lofty.
I know,
Well, sucks to be you.
know. But it was an accident, I promise. An accident, nothing more.
Perhaps a little less theatrical.
Right.
Perhaps a little less theatrical, Blips.
My hand slipped and I dropped my line into the ocean by accident, that was all. But a mean-looking merwoman has been pursuing me ever since.
Oh shit!
Oh.
Also, even the dog disapproves
you
of
with
you.
that eye thing or something. That's unlucky.
You know, you could join our kingdom and start a new life if you're that
I am
scared.
desperate to shut up. I am desperate to explain myself, but she is terrifying. Could you perhaps speak with her and make her see that it was merely an unfortunate accident?
So yeah, because this guy is incredibly shy and afraid, we have to talk to the merwoman for him.
Of course, I simply wish to put this awful episode behind me, that is all. But seriously, the Great Divide was shit.
We know.
Well, alright then. But just this once.
Oh, thank you. I am forever in your debt.
Oh, trust me, I'll be back to collect on that.
The last time I saw my pursuer was in Nortes Harbor. Her light green outfit makes her easy enough to recognize unless they're all wearing green outfits. Please allow me to thank you once again for your kindness and understanding in this matter.
It's okay, no, Jova, as you see, this is not a recruiting side quest. But, no, it's okay, Dwebs. Fortunately, we have a quest marker to tell us where she is, so we're fine. Now it's Arbor. There we go.
Yeah, I was about to say, like, surprising that... surprising when you said about the green dress, that wasn't highlighted by the dialogue.
There we go.
We
A bright button. There you go.
And
she's actually over here. Alright, Shiro, get ready.
Oh, hello.
Okay. Where has he gone? Why must he insist on continuing to run from me?
Let me guess.
Crazy swansea lady.
Sniffy young woman, is it? Okay.
Sniffy, it looks like.
Excuse me? Would you mind if we had a quick word? I'm calling it now. She either likes him or she noticed that he dropped something and she wants to return it to him.
Go ahead, Shiro.
Fine, but I must warn you that I am not
Presently.
in the best of moods. Whatever it is you have to say, I would advise you to keep it short.
Come back. There.
Oh, right. Right, well, someone's asked me to
That's
explain an
not short.
unfortunate incident. You see, his hand slipped and the line went into the water accidentally. He didn't mean to go fishing where he wasn't supposed to.
I said short.
Forgive me, but I do not understand. A fisherman wishes to explain himself to me?
Oh,
I guess you could
apparently,
say-
we're not thinking about the same thing in this conversation.
Of course.
All right, let's see.
Wait, a fisherman and a fish woman.
Merwoman, actually.
Yeah.
Merwoman, fish woman, part fish either way.
The technical
Freaky
term is...
fish girl.
Very keen for you to know that.
Details.
Ah, now I think I understand.
Okay, I think she figured it out. Let's see what exactly is going on here then.
You can tell your friend not to worry. I am no palace card of
Fisheries enforcer.
Yeah.
I
I
think
think there has been an unfortunate misunderstanding.
Of course.
Of course,
Yeah.
there is.
Aha, called it.
There always is. I do not
That
condone what he
people-
did, of course. The fishing restrictions are in place for a reason, but if he says it was an accident, I believe him. Not that it is any business of mine either way.
Nice to see.
So, what do you want from me?
So what exactly does she want from him? Yeah. So if it's not that, what is it?
Why am I bloody standing here if I don't get any lines?
Because you're my
What's in the
kingmaker.
atmosphere?
Because you're my kingmaker. Anyway, go ahead,
My
Cherry.
concern was not with where he fished, but what he fished with. I found this hook and tackle in the water. The craftsmanship is exquisite.
Oh, look at that! Look at
He's
that!
a connoisseur.
You were caught with style.
There you go. Basically, she's a fan. She's a fan of the hook he used. There you
The
go.
craftsmanship.
Go ahead.
Such beautiful objects should not be wasted on fish. I wish to ask him where he buys his gear, so that I might purchase 2 such hooks to wear as earrings.
A parfish
Oh.
woman with hooks for earrings is
Yeah.
a subject.
That is
there.
some interesting implications. But
Those
seen-
earrings.
No.
Well, you
Those
know what,
earrings.
Shiro? I've seen worse excuses for relationships to start.
On those earrings are the fingernails of the last people who tried to cross
I like
it.
your fish hook. I want one. Let's be friends.
Oh, I see. So you were following him everywhere for earrings.
Ah, stalking!
Earrings! Well, you know what they say, never get in the
Go ahead,
middle
Shiro.
of a young person and their
Indeed.
jewelry.
could you perhaps speak to him and reassure him that I bear no ill will,
Yeah.
and perhaps ask where he buys his hooks while you're there?
So basically, we're carrier pigeons at this point.
I'm not an owl!
Of course, I'm sure he will be very relieved to hear
You
that
stole
he's
my
not
joke
going to be
again.
punished.
Yep.
Well, you're an owl now.
It's a good thing there are no major hook brands. Otherwise, this will turn into
Sure, I can only be an owl.
Very
Sure, I
fast.
can only be an owl if you said it in the first place.
Thank you very much. I shall look forward to hearing what he has to say.
All right then.
Also, although no,
By hook?
kinda,
By hook or by crook? Ha 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 ha. Go ahead.
also there kinda technically is a fishing tool that could be used for advertisement, but I'm pretty sure that this game is about that. The Wonder Boner.
The Wonder Boner.
My wife would like that.
I'm sure she would.
Alright. Ah, there you are. Well, did you find her? Did you explain my, situation?
I did find her. It turns out this was all just a big misunderstanding. You see, she found your fishing line and really liked the hook you were using, so she wanted to ask you where you got it from, so she could buy some to wear as earrings.
By the gods, my hook? Well, I make all my hooks myself, and she wants them to
Oh.
wear them as accessories, you say? My...
Seeing a financial opportunity, aren't you?
More than that.
Oh, so it was your handiwork, was it? I never have guessed, man. I mean, I'd have said you were a bit of a clumsy sort, to be honest. What of everything we've heard so far?
And that is why we normally don't give you lines, Lofty.
Because you're mean.
Shut up.
No, I have long had an interest in intricate handicraft, though it is rare indeed for my work to be praised. It is a rather curious sensation. By the way,
Oh,
what part
nice.
of Wales are you from? Cardiff? No, Barry.
Anyway,
God.
the important
Well,
thing
Dwebs,
is that she's not at all angry, but why don't you go and speak to her yourself? It sounds as though you might have plenty to talk about.
Well,
Yeah,
Dwebs, where was casualty shot?
Cardiff.
Well, there you go then, because the actor was in Casualty, so
Oh,
maybe.
Well, actually, no. It was in Bristol, then it was Cardiff. Speak to her, to admire her, but that's impossible. Flippin' heck, man! Pull yourself together. A girl says she likes your work, and you're just gonna hide her by it till she goes all the way, is it?
Yeah.
We'd love to on this. Come on.
No, of course, I must speak to her. I have no idea who cares for the items I produce. This is a golden opportunity. This may change my life.
Oh,
I'm so
nice.
looking
More than you
forward
can
to the
imagine.
wedding. I wouldn't get your hopes up too high just yet. You haven't even met her.
All right, man. The rest of your life starts here, innit? Now, if you're going to do this, why not make her a little something to say thanks for being a fan? I mean, you already know what she likes.
Yeah.
Lofty.
True.
Again, let's recap.
Stop talking, Lofty.
That is
So
an
he's
excellent
making-
idea. So make her a pair of earrings.
Well, of course
Aw.
they'll reel her in.
Oh, that's beautiful. Now you best get cracking. She's not going to hang around waiting for you forever.
Get it? Because she's a fish.
Yeah.
Don't get the poor man too carried away, Lofty. I'm not sure he's ready for all.
Please do not censure your little friend. He has my best interest at heart. I am sure of it. Yeah, when
Well,
I was
what-
Barry, the tactic were called a timing Cardiff. Now, in order to make a pair of earrings worthy of my new admirer, I must first gather the requisite materials. Could you help me, perhaps? Bring me 3 gold nuggets and the work can get underway.
Don't you usually make these on your own?
Well, but
What? Look, I really think you're getting a little ahead of yourself here. Surely you can talk to her before sending us to.
Please, you must not disturb a craftsman. Making earrings requires intense concentration.
Yes.
Lofty, this is all your fault.
Pedro,
You didn't put in much effort to stop me, did you?
You're,
Because
yes,
we
Teo?
just argued.
I'm starting to get the idea that this side quest is going a bit off the rails.
Alright.
I'm pretty sure that's the joke.
But only because I'm curious to see where this is going.
And the great shipper Lofty strikes
Well,
again.
keep in mind, Teo. Obviously, he wants to make the best earrings possible, and for that, we need gold.
Ah, my 3 gold nuggets, these are perfect. How did you get them without even moving? With these, I can make her the earrings of her choice.
I already had them.
Very happy to hear it. Now, if you don't mind, I'll leave you to it. Wow, a side quest that actually tries Evan's patience. Now I've seen everything.
I insist that you be the first to see them when they are completed. After all, you were instrumental in their production. It will take no more than 10 hours or so.
Oliver is just everyone's.
Well, it
wingman.
makes sense. I mean, you don't just make earrings in 5 minutes.
10 hours? You must be having a laugh, man. You've got nothing better to do than stand around watching your bags of bits of metal together for 10 flipping hours.
This is like in Chrono Trigger.
You're an
Well,
impatient soul.
Please, I beg of you, take a seat and wait for me to finish. The results will be worth it, I assure you. God, and I thought it
Just take a number and wait over.
well.
No,
Hold on.
I got it, guys.
Oh, it's you.
I got it, guys. Oh, Christ, and I thought Cardiff City took long to score goals.
Bazing.
Oh, thank God.
How did you... I mean, what are you...
Come on, you can do it.
I asked this boy to deliver you a message, but I received no response. After a while, I grew tired of waiting.
Oh shit. Alright. Change your plans. Now you have to face her now. Go ahead.
And could take that thing off your eyes. Go on, Siri.
How did I find you? Well, I simply followed the boy, of course. As you know, I have a habit of following people.
Run!
Maybe you were right to be afraid of her after all.
Honestly, considering the
Why are you
attitude,
smiling at all this?
considering the personality and attitude of your
Oh,
perfect for each
She's
other.
taken matters into her own hands. Looks like our work here is done.
Maybe Lotte's a shipper, Shiri?
Oh, for
Yeah,
crime!
like I said, the great
Can we
shifter.
push him in the water, just like...
Yes.
Oh, for criminy sake! Lofty, remind me to ease up on the side quests I accept from people
them
who
walk
don't
the
want
plank.
to join the kingdom.
Wow, a side quest that doesn't end with them coming over to, thingy.
There are actually plenty of those dubs, but anyway. Okay. Go ahead, Shiri.
Thank you for all your assistance, young man. In losing his hook, your friend may have landed the biggest catch of his life.
Oh!
I called it. I freaking called it. I'm looking forward to the wedding.
I wonder what their babies are gonna look like.
You ever play Lofty? You ever play this game called Undertale? Yeah, something like that.
What the bloody hell is Undertale?
It's a rather influential.
There you go, even he says it. Now I am certain that she is nothing short of my soulmate.
Whoa, whoa, whoa!
Just met the woman!
Over earrings.
Your Majesty, your Majesty, I lived in the part of Cardiff that had no bloody Wi-Fi or internet signals.
Oh God! So you lived in the apocalyptic area?
What the place like what near the Millennium Stadium?
Basically, Webs, there's a total of 100 recruitable citizens. However, there's a total of 175 side quests. So there are actually plenty of side quests that don't end up with recruiting, actually.
That's fine.
I didn't want to be the one to say it, but she does look like Undyne in a dress.
Yeah.
Alright. In the meantime, let's see. What else?
Oh yeah, what are we gonna do?
Oh,
about
yeah.
that beach?
If I remember correctly, did I give it to Shiro or to
What did you say,
Jova?
Jova?
What are we gonna do about that beached whale meat over there?
Oh,
Yeah,
that,
that's actually
just
the-
leave
that,
it there.
that's Glaucus.
Experiment.
Glaucus fished
Yeah,
it,
that-
so...
That's
We're
probably
gonna
material.
leave it rot in the sun.
Go ahead, Dibs. Your girl voice, please.
Everyone is excited at the prospect of catching all the fish that we were once forbidden to catch.
True, yeah,
Let me
now...
guess, the fish of love.
No. Fortune. Well, keep in mind, Jova, obviously there's a lot of repressed emotions because of the 300 years.
Exactly my point, though. I mean, that's the only fish I
Alright,
can recall
go
being
ahead,
forbidden to
Jova.
catch. Oh, woe is me. Why will this dark fog that engulfs my heart not clear?
You okay there, lady?
Are you alright? You look a little troubled.
Little.
I am afraid you are correct. You see, I have of late found myself consumed with a desire to become closer to a fisherman named
Glove.
Glaucus.
That guy that we saw, that guy
I've
there,
already said Galactus.
Glaucus. That guy that we
I
already
love
talked
how-
to.
I love how a lot of the side quests in this town, ever since we've solved stuff, is just helping people overcome their feelings and getting with each other, helping
makes
people
sen-
with
makes
their
sen-
romantic issues.
It kind of
Yeah, makes sense.
it kind of makes sense
makes
considering.
sense.
Yeah. Go ahead.
I do not know. This is why my days and nights are filled with endless sorrow and confusion.
Crawling in my skin is what they will not heal.
I am a diver, and he is a fisherman, so we often encounter each other out upon the ocean. Alas, he appears to be quite a taciturn man.
What does that
we have
mean?
never exchanged so much as a polite word.
A person
which
who
one?
an introvert who doesn't talk that much. It's
Oh.
taciturn. It's well, I'll say later.
Oh, if only I knew how he felt about me. At this rate, I fear I shall drive myself mad. Would you like me to go and talk to him for you so that you don't end up accidentally going yonder, eh? You would do such a thing for me? Oh, that would be wonderful, simply wonderful. I'd hate to have to kill the competition.
All right, time to play Cupid again.
But please, you must not know what you're asking on my behalf. You must be tactful, I beg of you. Wow,
Wait
the
a-
woman's the shy.
Hang on a minute, Your Majesty.
The way to a
Shipping
man's
is my
heart.
job. Shipping's
Eh.
my job.
Wait, when was shipping your job, Lofty?
Remember how successful I were last time?
True. He has a point there.
Oh, right!
Go ahead, Theo.
when you orchestrated me and...
You wish to speak to me about Sibilla?
Sibilla, yeah.
Yeah, that's
That's right, I
that
need
beer.
to know what kind of person she is. Could you tell me about what you think of her? I'm doing this for a
Stop.
survey.
Stop bouncing,
Oh,
you're kicking me,
that-
man.
She's a good worker, despite her youth. She's both diligent and passionate, I will say.
Lofty, where are you looking up?
I see. And anything else?
Oh my.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, let's put that away from Dwebs' view, so he won't make any more jokes.
I believe her to be a considerate soul. She always shows something. Confidentiality, I guess.
Is that all? You spend a lot of time working together out at sea, and you must have more to say than just that.
If you wish to know more about her, you should ask someone else. I'm busy. Must prepare the boats for tomorrow.
Leave
Oh.
me alone. I'm busy.
Alright, sorry.
Get the fuck out.
I really like how I can change the camera
I don't think
during the
Glaucus has
dialogues.
any idea how Sibylla feels about him.
Yes, you can get rid of Lofty the perv.
A way to a man's heart.
I already told you I must prepare the boats for tomorrow, even though I'm just squatting there looking at nothing.
Yeah, you're kind of by the fish meat.
You see, Teo, he's one of
He's a slab, but that's what he's doing.
A good worker. Is that what Glaucus said? Oh, and it is as I feared. I am nothing more than a colleague to him.
Oh, it's okay.
The colleague zone.
Yes,
I
she's
don't
been
know if
friend
it's
zoned.
entirely true. If only there was some way of really grabbing his attention. Grabbing his attention, you say? Well, I do have that nice outfit I usually keep for... yes! I have it! I shall use my secret talent. The same one my mother was so famed for in her youth. Ooh.
So, what's usually the way to a man's heart, guys?
Milkshakes.
Go ahead, Jova.
Cookery, of course.
Obviously.
The way to a man's heart is through his stomach, is it not?
There you go.
This is surely true for all men of all races. It was certainly true of my father. Oh, well, that is if my mother's to be believed.
Alright then.
That sounds like a wonderful plan. Cooking something tasty for him. And Glaucus is sure to start seeing you in a different light. You'll let me know if there's anything I can do to help, won't you? Well, as a matter of fact, if you'll be so good as to bring me a cutty fish, that would be most helpful indeed. They are in season at the moment. I have a feeling that Glaucus will be rather fond of the flavor. Aphrodisiac and fish that are in the season. Interesting. Certainly, Sibilla. One cutty fish coming right up.
Right now.
It doesn't help that Sibylla is a name that's tied to sorcery in terms of seducing people. So
Here's the cutty fish.
You have brought me a cutty fish. How wonderful. Thank you. I'm sure it will taste wonderful, Sibylla.
Alright, let's see how this works.
Yes, it certainly will. I shall pour my heart and soul into it for his sake. God, I'd hate to imagine what'll happen if he rejects it.
Well, let's see.
There, it is done. Could you please take it to him while it is still warm? Why don't you take it to him?
She's shy. And she's
Then he'll think,
well,
he'll think we're the ones who cooked it, and then he'll think we have hearts for him.
My guess is, Jova, she doesn't want to risk him rejecting her to her face. I guess.
Possible.
Of course, leave it to me.
Remember, the Hydropolitans are not very good at this whole love thing.
Well, I guess when you've been out of practice with it for
300 years.
Centuries.
300 years. Yeah, 300 years.
What will I do in the meantime? Oh, I have preparations to make, but do not worry. I will join you later.
Sure you do.
Preparations.
Lofty, we're over here.
Lofty was just admiring the view, Dwibs. Come on. You seem very
Off the wall.
Oh, hopefully he's enjoying it better than
maybe he enjoys the maybe he enjoys the architecture, Dwibs.
I think this interior is something. Oh no. Yeah, I already told you. Please fuck off.
Well, you're rude. Here's your fucking food. Oh, never mind. She is here.
Oh, you wished me to eat it?
Yes.
Yes. It's horrible.
Yes, please, while it's still
I'd be
warm.
surprised if there are all the fishermen who actually ate eating fish.
Alright, let's see.
It's good. Very good indeed. In fact, I've never eaten anything quite so flavorsome.
Why not eat the fish right next to you?
Because that dish is too big, I guess. And it's not cooked.
Oh, well, that is a great relief.
Well, some people do eat uncooked fish.
Well, maybe he doesn't. Anyway.
Sibylla cooked it for you, Glaucus. Isn't that amazing?
Yes, it truly is. Sibylla is not only a diligent worker, she's also a most talented chef. She would make a fine wife, I'm sure of it.
Yeah, probably. Hold on.
Wife? Oh, well, I am, Isn't that what you wanted?
Take one step.
Hold on. You're done. There you go.
Gosh, are you alright, Sibylla? Perhaps you should take a deep breath or two.
Or 3.
Your face has turned bright red. Are you well? Have you perhaps got a fever?
Well, I was just said I would make the perfect wife. That's kind of going from 1 to 10 now.
Basically, what he meant.
I am quite well. I am simply overcome.
Oh, I
joy.
know, I get it. That is a great relief, Sibylla. Your cooking is wonderful. Would it be so good as to make a meal for me again sometime?
What? I can't hear Maybe the music's a bit loud.
He said it in a general context.
Of course, Glaucus.
There you go. Very good too.
Whenever you like, I would be delighted. I think our plan might be working.
He meant he should make a fine wife in general, as like Theo just said. Well, it's a good first step at least.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
we'll
that's
get
a pretty good step.
we'll get back to this in a sequel side quest.
Goody.
Yeah,
I
Basically-
do think he went from 0 to
I had no idea
11
it's
though
Sibylla
pretty
was such a
quickly.
talented-
Basically, this whole story about Glaucus and Sibylla is actually a full-blown subplot that goes over the course of various side quests. This is actually one of the best examples of how the side quests do a good job in making the world feel like it's a real thing, because we actually see proper relationships growing and stuff like that.
Yeah, I definitely do like side quests that tend to be, of recurring characters in a way that also furthers their development.
Again, I can understand. Again, for me, it's one of those things. I understand the point that the Unusual Suspect was trying to make, but at the same time, even though it's technically just fetch quest, again, it's like Nier Automata. The story flavor that's added to the quests, I think, makes them all worth it to me. But anyway, let's check what the Taskmaster was for. Sweet pups. This request. Nah. Let's just see what else we have. We don't have any. Let's see if we have any citizens. We don't. Alright, so I guess we're done.
So, we finally going to get back onto the quest to save the world?
Not yet. There's more side quests to do.
Gee, King Evan, what are we going to do tonight?
I'll tell you what we're going to do. We're going to save the world! Right after we help these people with their love tips, and right after we help this guy with his debts, and after we help this guy do his taxes.
Evan and the pain.
No, those King Evan and the Welshman.
Greetings, young sir. Welcome to the Taverna Calamari. Oh, Calamari, Damasi.
Actually, Joe, let me maybe Marie, if you know, Marina, yeah, sorry.
You mean Maxima?
Is it Maxima?
Oh,
it
wait,
is.
or is it Marina?
It's a bit. The text is a bit clouded by.
Evan's
Let's
leg.
fill out at least by here before we think about doing anything else.
Alright, so basically she owns a restaurant. Basically she owns a restaurant, so if you allow me...
Yes, let's. It would be a shame not to sample some of the local cuisine over here.
True, yeah.
Already?
Right, then. We'll have to whatever you recommend, innit?
Jesus, Lofty.
You'd be surprised, Theo. There are a lot of customers that like to just say, what do you recommend, basically?
Medusa's hair pasta.
Yes, Medusa's hair pasta, especially to first-time visitors. But I am sorry to say that we are currently out of stock.
So don't, man. After all that song and dance about how this place is the best for miles around, you're telling me we can't have the house special?
Well, please understand, sir. Medusa has only been in 2 Kid Icarus streams, and one of which she kind of barely showed up in.
Believe me, it pains me to
she's
be unable
supposed to
to
be the
serve
main
it to
villain of
you,
that
but without the
series.
necessary ingredients, there is little we can do. Of course, if you were to bring them to us, we could offer a reward in addition to a delicious meal.
Oh yeah, I had this with an Italian restaurant recently. I wanted spag bowl twice in 2 visits, didn't get it. Really? You mean it?
Absolutely, I would never lie about a matter of such importance.
So in this case, the customer has to bring the ingredients to taste the special.
Well then, that's it, innit, Evan? Let's go get her the ingredients we need so we can get a crack at this hairy pasta nonsense.
Hairy pasta,
Oh,
get it?
yes,
Because
so
it's
we
Medusa,
can-
get it? Ha 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 ha.
Anyway, before any Medusa fans get on my case, don't worry, I really do like Chris Summers as Medusa. I really need to get around to playing Kid Icarus Uprising, though.
You should. She's hot.
It's not for everybody because the controls
The
can take a bit of getting used to.
And
That's
it
the
still
people-
costs the
but the
full
sto-
price
the
because
story
every
is
copy
so
comes
good.
with a kickstand for some reason.
What's the matter, Evan, man? You're not scared of them, are you?
Yeah, to be honest, I am rather. It's the way the tentacles wriggle. Don't worry, though. I'll be able to eat them if they're mixed up in a nice sauce, I think. And fried. Trust me, you want that stuff fried rather than...
I'm blinded so you don't get turned to stone. Well, if you don't like the look of yours when it comes, I'll be happy to scoff it for you. Waste not, want not, innit?
True.
You've eaten this stuff before. That's not fair. Anyways, I'll stay. I'll be
Oh,
able
I
to
do
eat
like
what
to
you want.
be beside the seaside.
I can
I
assure you
think
that you
Lofty
will.
needs his bedtime.
Remember,
Yeah.
free soctopuses.
Octopus.
So,
Soctopuses,
Tino,
yes.
question.
Yes, sir.
I hear a lot of this debate often. Who do you think is the better main characterist villain, Medusa or Hades?
We don't actually have any octopuses right now, so we'll get back to this later.
I'd
And by
say
the time we get back,
Hades,
the restaurant's
you have
shut.
to, it's a thing that you have to understand in context with the plot of Kiala Uprising, but I'd say Hades because Medusa is more like a veteran villain that serves more like for as a kind of a appetizer introduction. Hades.
Hold on, Teo.
Oh, sorry.
Oh, never mind. It's not her yet. It's not Alamides yet. Go ahead, Shira. That's you.
As a barber, it is my job to observe the fashion of other kingdoms. Alas, all the hairstyles I have seen have been simply awful. I have nothing to learn from
Well,
Objective much?
Also, noticing the character design, sweetie. Come on, you did a good job on.
I mean,
we'll get back to this.
Anyway, so from what I can understand, Tio, if there were more
No, it's because-
characterist
sorry.
games than just...
So
So from what I can understand... Oh, you want to go
Go on,
first?
Pedro.
it's because Shiroi, the marker with the side quest is very close to her, so I was thinking, wait, is it Alameda yet? Because that's going to be as you can probably guess from what she just said. Oh, this is one of my favorite citizens. Go ahead, Liz. You're going to like this guy. Go ahead. Give your kid voice. Go ahead.
Oh, hello.
Greetings, I am Pontus, the finest oceanographer in all Hydropolis. I know all there is to know about all things oceanic.
The eyes, man,
Certainly
just
not-
staring at me.
Oh, crikey, you're not short on confidence, are you?
Yeah.
And why would I be? I am a genius. So much so I already know exactly why you have approached me. You wish to become my assistant, do you not?
Totally, yeah.
No thanks. Your assistant, no. No
Not really.
Alas,
thanks.
I received countless applications such as yours. This being so, I must separate the wheat from the chaff. You must complete the challenges I set you and prove yourself worthy of this prestigious role.
Thank you.
Wow.
Thank you.
What have I gotten myself into this time?
Challenge 1. Find a venomous fish and bring it to me. And if you die, we'll just have to find the next competitor then. Hang about, man. Are we starting already?
Yes, we are. Now go and get me a venomous fish.
A poisonous fish? Now that really is a challenge. Not really, Keck.
Alright, so Pontus' Ocean of Knowledge. He's an incredibly knowledgeable oceanographer, so obviously having him at the fish market would be incredibly useful. So let's see if we can convince him to join us.
Challenge 1. Oh, you're back already?
So let's see. Koi carp,
Yep.
flexible fish. The high seas, make for a tasty fish. Blimp fish. This little fish brings a balloon with very poisonous if improperly prepared. This must be it.
Well, here you are. I brought you a blimpfish, and I'm reasonably sure it's venomous.
Let's cycle for present your. This is basically kind of like his attorneys present the evidence moments.
Then indeed. Yes, this blimpfish is a curious and dangerous creature. The more it is angered, the larger it becomes. Let's test it on you, Mr. Your Highness.
It's also we also got a similar case with the mushroom test.
Now for challenge number 2. Bring me a piece of poisonous coral.
What is your
Poison.
This guy's obsessed with poison, I guess.
Flip it, heck, man. You're really making us work by you.
What does "your" mean? Working by you?
You would
Oh,
think.
you're...
You're
I think it's,
why you are.
She already help.
Basically,
Like,
okay. Yeah,
it's a
basically
cut
you're.
sentence. It's like something
This.
by your
Hold on, Shira. This. What does this mean?
Ha, funny.
Basically, he said you're making us work our asses off by year. Like Drippy
By
said this
here,
word
by
all.
here.
By year. Okay.
Here, yep.
Here, alright.
You wanted some poisonous coral, right? Well, what about this? It's a piece of pincushion coral.
Indeed so. You continue to impress me. Pincushion coral's garish colours have made it a prized species among coral collectors, despite its poisonous spines.
I can imagine.
Coral
Coral
collectors?
collectors.
I've heard everything now, man. Then stop stealing my bloody lines!
Yes.
Very well. It is time for your final challenge. Bring me a piece of the seaweed that is so silky, one might use it as a scarf.
Oh, so you don't want something that's poisonous for once?
Risky seaweed, eh? There's intriguing. The ocean's full of surprises, isn't it?
It is indeed.
Just don't go too deep.
You really do know an awful lot, don't you? A brand like yours would be an asset to any kingdom.
Oh,
In
crap,
fact-
he's already figured out a work for Ding Dong Dell.
All right.
Well, we do need a nice operative.
Well,
but
remember,
that's-
we have fish markets in Evermore, so obviously a guy as knowledgeable as him would be very useful. You see, we did like a scarf, but it belongs. There you go. Even said here, it looks like a scarf. There you go.
Here's some sea silk, silky and scarf-like, just as you said.
Indeed it is. Most impressive. Silk silk is a beautiful sight, as well as a highly versatile ingredient praised by cooks the world over.
There you go.
I can imagine.
There you go. See, today we're even establishing how the cooking of this world is. There you go.
And with that, you have successfully completed all my challenges, which can only mean you're almost as great a lover of ocean life as I am.
Almost.
You will make a perfect assistant. I am certain we will conduct some highly thought-provoking research together.
About this research, how would you feel about coming to do it in my kingdom?
Hey, I thought I said that's going to be your assistant. So,
Yes,
I'm going to be
will
my
be.
assistant. An intriguing proposition, yes, friend. It wasn't genius as I. And I just begun thinking I would dearly love to examine the oceans of a foreign land the way you have in the oceans, do you? It will not be long before I have researched all the world's aquatic life forms. Of that, I am certain.
Well, remember, Dwebs, Evermore is right next to the ocean, actually, so it is perfect for him to
I'm
do
honest,
yeah.
I prefer eating fish to researching them. We won't tell them that.
Well,
I'm a
I
that's-
cat
can
after
hear
all.
you know.
that. Well, that's because you're a cat.
Yeah.
There's
Yeah.
no reason why you can't do both, man.
There you go,
Why
yeah.
not conduct some research into which fish is the tastiest? Anyway, looks like we got ourselves a new citizen.
Yeah, Lofty has a good point, actually.
Lofty, I have a slight confession to make to you. You know how I'm part cat, right?
In that case, make fish
No,
are
no, no,
doomed.
no, no, no. That's not my secret. I'm just saying this. Every time I come to Hydropolis, the citizens make me very hungry.
You.
You.
You are officially now an enemy of the state.
So-
No. I don't
And
eat
now,
them because that would be. I can control that.
there you go, Jova's Nino Kuni 2 hand cannon. The fact that every single time he goes to Hydropolis, Evan is secretly repressing his hunger.
It's a
and his-
vampire.
Yes.
Well, cats eat fish.
Alright.
See you for the next part.
See you for the next part, everybody, where we finish the side quests for now. So see you then.
Then.
See